Hi there folks, yeah, hello and welcome. You are watching now what is most likely going to be the first ever SpodgeGaming video committed to YouTube. So you know, please stick around. So what am I doing, though people, you know, with an awesome taste in games amongst you might recognise this as Dark Souls, which it is. Basically, I am going to be doing what I'm calling the Noob's Guide to Dark Souls, the guide for noobs by a noob, which is me. I've only been playing the game about a month, but I'm fucking hooked. I don't think there is a game out there like this at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to throw out some beginner tips, strategies on bosses and the like. And speaking of bosses, through here, Stray Demon. Well, this isn't the Asylum Demon that we're about to see. This is a boss you fight on your return to the Undead Asylum, which is where we are now. But you know, we'll get back onto this later. So, firstly, this, like I said, is the Undead Asylum. We're just going to be having a gander through here. I'll try and explain some basic stuff. I might take a look at the combat, but we'll probably go into that in a bit more detail next episode. But for now, let's just go on and see where this takes us. Alright then, so we have a bonfire over here. And bonfires are very, very important. So bonfires, they serve as your checkpoints. You rest at them, and then when you die, you'll respawn at the last bonfire you rested at. And, well, I can't do anything here at the moment. However, you use bonfires to level up once you reach Lordran. You can repair and reinforce your equipment, but that's only if you bought the repair boxes and the smith boxes from a blacksmith. You can attune your magic, which is where you assign pyromancies and sorceries to spell slots, but we'll get into that a little bit later when we go through the stats. There's more stuff you can do when you get the Lord Vessel. You can walk between them. I feel like I'm missing something here. Of course. At bonfires you can return to human form, and you can kindle bonfires. However, none of that's going to make any real sense until we get any humanity or Estus flasks. So we'll push on a little bit and I'll go into those in a bit more detail later. Just had a bit of a minor scare. Yeah, laptop nearly broke, you know, system repair and all that. What I kind of notice is it never seems to do anything except offer the system restore. Oh yeah, I'll talk more in a minute. This is the Asylum Demon that I was talking about. Nah. So yes, he will try and crush you with his big wobbly buttocks. You can try and kill him here with the sword hilt if you're feeling manly, but you'll do about 2 damage. If you do kill him, that big hammer, you might have seen him wielding the Demon's Great Hammer. You can get that off him, but wielding it's another question. You need 46 strength to wield that one-handed, and frankly, leveling strength up past 40 is a bit silly, but you can do it. If you choose the black fire bombs as a starting gift, you can do it fairly easily, though frankly I can't be bothered. For our starting gift, I chose the Master Key, because it allows you to get some good gear early on in the game, and I thought that might be helpful. I'm going to be doing a separate video on that, so we'll look at things like, you know, the classic Astora's Straight Sword, Dragon Crest Shield, probably some of the early upgrade items you can get, you know, Firekeeper Souls, Embers, and the like. But yeah, I'll put that video together. I'll plan that some other time. So shields, not really much that can be said about shields. You use them to guard and to parry. Nothing else really comes to mind. You can equip them in your right hand and try and hit people with them if you want, but usually that's not considered to be the best course of action to take. I felt like I was saying something that I completely forgot. Oh yes, we chose the Master Key, we're playing as a warrior. And yes, that's pretty much that. So I have an annoying habit of losing my train of thought. I was also saying some random nonsense about startup repair and how you should all feel sorry for me because my laptop nearly broke, but you know, don't feel obliged. Okay, so what I'm doing here is just a simple one-handed weaker attack. You'll usually hear it referred to as an R1, despite the fact this is on PS3, 360 and PC. I'm playing on PC personally. It is a pretty dreadful port, but yeah, let's not go into that, that's a subject for another time. So I'll do a quick little demonstration over here. This will probably be a bit better when we have some enemies to practice this on, but you know, who cares, let's go through it now. So you have a series of attacks. You have your weaker attack and stronger attack, commonly referred to the weak attack as the R1 like I said, and the strong attack the R2. So those are the two most basic moves. You can wield your weapon at two-handed, and that means you do slightly different variations, well not slightly different, sometimes completely different variations on the move. Two-handed will do more damage. Your backstabs and reposes will also do more damage two-handed if you are using a weapon that scales with strength. Does the longsword scale with strength? Bear with me one moment. Yes it does, strength and dexterity, but not very well. I'll go into sorry, I know I keep seem to put things off here, but we will go into that in a bit more detail in a moment. Well, in a moment, probably next video. But so far I haven't actually said much regarding the Undead Asylum, so yeah. Oh, there's also you'll get attacks coming out of rolls, that there, and attacks coming from the back step. I feel like I'm missing one, but oh well, who cares. Okay, so Undead Asylum, top tip number one, there is a hollow with a boulder up here, so wait for that to come. Best thing to do is just roll down here, and that'll crash the door there for you. Well, we will receive the Estus flasks. This opens up a little shortcut down here as well, back to the bonfire. So if you've lost any health or whatnot, you can heal that up there and come back through. I don't know if I mentioned, bonfires do cause every regular enemy in the area to respawn, so that doesn't include mini bosses or bosses. And yeah, so say if I were to rest at the bonfire now, this chap here would come back to life. There's a blood stain right there. I am playing online. Could have a fun time white phantoming for people. Some other members of the channel, Joe and Philip/Ben, I don't know if he's decided what it wants to be called yet. They both own Dark Souls, so we could have a bit of fun there. And once again, I'll go into that a little bit later. I'm going to shut up for a moment and let you hear what this chap has to say, because it's kind of key to the story. This is Oscar of something or other, I can't actually remember. But yeah, he'll give us an item very, very important to the game indeed. So yes, like I said, shutting up now.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I were both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the Undead Asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Okay then, so you just saw that, him giving us the Estus flask and a key to the door a moment ago, which was locked. I'm fairly certain, truthfully I haven't actually even looked this up. I think he's the bloke who drops the key in for you to free you, but I could be wrong. So yes, you do fight him if you come back to the Undead Asylum. Apologies if that's a spoiler. I might put a cheeky spoiler tag on the video. I haven't decided whether I'm going to include the opening cinematic, because it is quite long. I think it... How long is it? It's about 5 minutes long, 10 minutes? I can't remember. I'm probably not going to, come and think about it. Sorry, I should have planned this a bit better. Yeah, I'm probably not going to. I'll put a link in the description to the opening cinematic if you want to see it. There's some interesting lore and story and the like. But on to the more important bit. So he gave us Estus Flask. Estus Flasks are used to restore health. They are very, very helpful indeed. So you reinforce your Estus Flasks with Firekeeper Souls. There's Firekeeper Soul in New Londo, there's one in Blighttown, there's one in Undead Parish. Damn it, I can't think where the other one is. I'll put an annotation on the video. Sorry, I slipped my mind completely there. I'll say if it comes back to me. And you can also acquire them from killing the Firekeepers. However, that will mean you can't use the bonfires. You can still warp to them, but you can't use them. So there are Firekeepers at Violent Shrine, which we're about to see. Qualag's Domain, the Fair Lady. I can't remember the name of the one in Anor Londo, and there is there, sorry, I really should have thought about this a bit more. I think those are the three. And yeah, so you bring Firekeeper Souls to them. That will increase the health restored by your Estus Flask by 100. The amount you fill your Estus Flasks up at a bonfire. Usually this will be 5, however you can kindle a bonfire. You need to be in human form, and this costs 1 humanity. You'll see humanity accumulate in the counter on the top left, the one that's 0/0 at the moment. So that's called soft humanity. You can get that by there's a chance you'll get it from just regular enemies in an area where the boss has not been killed yet. I believe you get it if a message you leave using the orange guidance soapstone gets rated up, and you'll get humanity from helping somebody defeat a boss as a white phantom. I think that, and there's also hard humanity, which is humanity in item form. You tend to get that from killing bosses, but sort of alive enemies, if you like, will drop that. Such as rats and the weird squid things in the Duke's Archives. And if you use that, that will give you 1 soft humanity in your counter. But yes, let's deal with these chaps. Right, and there is another poke with an arrow. I'd recommend going around here with your shield up. That. Right, so I'm going to try, having, liking to see myself as some kind of glorious expert on this matter, well, I assure you I'm not. Let's go and have a crack at parrying this guy. Parrying is a very, very useful skill indeed, because I think every one of the final boss's attacks can be parried, with the exception of his grab and kick. And he is a very fast, aggressive boss, so it's useful. Okay, let's have a crack. I'm probably going to mess this up gloriously. Yeah. No, don't use it. I cannot parry the big power attack for my life. Hold on. One moment. This is embarrassing. Okay, come on, just attack me normally. There we go. And you'll follow that up with a cones. So that'll do sort of critical damage. You can boost the power of that with the Hornet Ring, or by going two-handed, like I said, with a strength scaling weapon. And yeah, so that's like an unavoidable awesome attack, pure liquid awesome that is. And it's very useful. A similar one to that is the backstab, but we'll go into that more. Truthfully, I was trying to get backstabs on these guys, but I'm not very good at it, backstabs. But yeah, they're important. I'll see if I can find somebody when we get to Filing Shrine just to show you that. So this is going to be where we fight the Asylum Demon we saw earlier. It's not too difficult to fight, especially if you've got, like I do, this shield, or the shield the knight uses, which blocks 100% of physical damage, because he does just physical damage. There are some of his attacks which can't be blocked. However, it isn't. The most important thing to do is make sure you get this plunging attack here. A plunging attack is where you jump off a high area and press the R1 or RB, just your standard attack button, and you'll do a lot of damage. and it should cut off about a third of his health. I believe it helps if you go two-handed, so let's do this, yeah. And yeah, there you go. So that's a big, easy chunk of health gone. So I'd say swap back to one-handed. Now that's an attack he likes using. It's a bit annoying because he'll go right round with that one, so it's best to assume you're not safe from that. Otherwise his attacks are fairly easy. This you've just got to try and dodge away from. Best thing to do is a roll dodge backwards for that one. He will occasionally follow it up with a sort of sweeping attack. This is the attack that you want him to do. That is very telegraphed and it has very poor tracking. You can simply just walk around the outside of that one. That's a sort of similar thing. The attack he did a moment ago, the one where he just smashes it down, is... I don't believe you can block the direct attack from that, so I'd recommend just walking around. Yeah, there you go, see, very easy, and I just get 2 or 3 attacks there. If you're a pyromancer, this fight's going to be fairly easy. You just kind of wander about at about this sort of range and chuck fireballs at him. I mean, you shouldn't have too many problems with this guy. He's not too difficult. It's his body, the stray demon you want to worry about, and even the fire sage in Demon Ruins? I want to say Demon Ruins, it is Demon Ruins. Let's get that mixed up with Lost Eyes. Anything else I can show you? Yeah, nothing comes to mind. Let's go out in a blaze of glory. Boom, boom. There we go. That's the Asylum Demon. I don't think I need to go too much into that. There's no real not necessarily a strategy for that guy. Yeah, just I mean, you'll probably have to dodge his attacks if you don't have a shield. I probably should have gone into that a bit more, sorry. Alternatively, you can just stay in a moderate range and a lot of his attacks will miss you. So yeah, sorry, I probably should have gone into more detail with that, but oh well, he doesn't count. So yes, we shall. So you just follow on up through it here, and then the big giant crow will take you away to Lordran.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the Undead Asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
So this is us here in Lordran at Farlink Shrine. So, like that thing that won't go away says, level up and kindle bonfires. Kindling now sort of meaning something now that we have a... Now that we have Estus Flask, you'll see this one has already been kindled to the first stage, which is 10. And the only way to kindle further is to get the Rite of Kindling from Pinwheel in the Catacombs, where it's not recommended to go down to the Catacombs quite yet, because the skeletons down there will continue to respawn until you kill the Necromancers, or unless you kill them with a divine weapon, which we can't get for a little while. Firstly, let's level up. I'll take you through the stats. So, Vitality. If you're going for a sort of tanky class, you'll want to pump some points into this. This pretty much governs your health HP, and that is pretty much it. Every stat will increase your defense slightly, certain ones will increase certain resistance and whatnot. But yes, vitality is just health. Attunement governs how many slots you get for pyromancies and sorceries. However, we don't have any pyromancies or sorceries, so we're not going to bother with this. However, things like sorcerers and pyromancers will want to maybe put some points into this from the start when they get some more spells. We might pick up a pyromancy flame later, but for now I think we're going to avoid that one. Endurance increases your stamina and your equip load. Stamina is very important. That's how stamina is used up when you attack, when you block, when you run, when you roll. It governs a lot of the combat gameplay. I'll go into stamina a lot more in depth next episode. However, all you need to know is it's very important. Strength increases your ability with strength scaling weapons. Yeah, that's pretty much what that does. Dexterity is the same for dexterity scaling weapons. Yeah, not really much more can be said on that. So most people tend to go for a strength build or a dexterity build where they tend to focus on just one. However, it's not unheard of to put points into both. If you are going for a melee build, which we are, resistance is completely useless. Stay away from resistance. Do not put points into resistance. All resistance does is increase your poison resistance. It is a complete and utter waste of time. Stay away from that one. Intelligence governs your I completely blanked here in a moment. Intelligence governs your ability with sorceries. It also increases your ability with intelligence scaling weapons such as pyro glove punches. And lastly there is faith, which governs your ability to use miracles, which we shall see in a little while. It also allows you to become a sunbro, and that's why it's absolutely amazing. Anyway, we are going to probably go for a dexterity build because that's what I like, so we shall put a point into dexterity, into vitality, and into endurance, and that's going to be us. If you're going for the kind of build we are, it's recommended to get your endurance and vitality up to 40, and then bring up whichever stat you prefer, be it strength or dexterity. I like to go for dexterity, and that's pretty much us done here. Okay. No matter whether you see an orange sign here telling you to attack this bloke, it is recommended that you do not do that. If we pop over here, there are 3 humanity on this corpse. I said I'd find somebody to demonstrate a backstab on, and I'm not one to, let down my non-existent fans, so let's go. Right, come over here, you. We could be here a while. Yes, we are. Okay, this really is not going well. Just bear with me. No, okay. I'm looking a complete fool here. So backstabs are performed by getting behind your opponent and dropping your shield if you have it up. There we go. At long last. That's honestly never happened to me before. You drop your shield if you have it up and you press your standard attack button and you will deliver an unblockable critical attack. So that's pretty much the conclusion of this, Noob's Guide to the Undead Asylum. I hope you enjoyed watching, I hope it helped you out if you're just starting on the game. Next will be either a special on the special I mentioned on how to get good gear early on with the Master Key. The developers don't recommend starting off with the Master Key the first time. This is understandable because you can end up in areas that you're not familiar with and areas that are far beyond your level. The most humorous of these being New Londo with the ghost you can't attack. Unless you're cursed or use a transient curse, but we'll go further into that when we go down there. I'm going to stop putting the stuff off soon, I promise. But yes, it'll be the Noob's Guide to the Undead Burg, which is just up there through that aqueduct, that big wall you see there. It's a pretty fun place. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of. I might do a little gander around Firelink Shrine as well next time. But if you've got this far, thank you for watching. I mean, we're just starting out, so if you could like, favourite, subscribe, that would be awesome. And if you don't like me, it's not just me, there are others of us. Check out their content. We have a semi-regular timetable. This should be coming out every other Monday, so you know, keep an eye out for that. I'll pop them in a playlist for you. If you want to just see more Dark Souls, we have a semi-regular Sunday feature called For the Challenge, in which one of us will take on some kind of silly gaming challenge in order so you can laugh, have a good chuckle at our expense as we rage into our headset microphones. So that's probably going to be me on Sunday. I'm going to be doing something similar to the Epic Name Bro Challenge. It'll probably be a mashup of the first 3 bosses because they're not too difficult, so that'll be Asylum Demon, Taurus Demon, Bell Gargoyles. But yes, I've just been sat here rambling for a couple of minutes now. So yes, please like, favourite, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and yes, happy spodgings. I think I need some kind of sign-off phrase, but I don't think I'll be going for that. Bye.